is Rev PJ or Coach PJ. Yeah, I'm excited. This is literally my first time going live on YouTube, so I'm pretty excited. I have been hella active on social media for years. I'm gonna tell y'all a little bit about my story and what the tea is. But first of all, thank you to the 123 people who have subscribed to me in the first 30 days. Y'all are amazing. I am super grateful, and you know what? I'm just like taking in the full moon energy. I'm gonna keep y'all entertained rather than just telling my story, right? I'm gonna do a little tarot for you. I pre-pulled the cards last night, as a matter of fact, but I did not feel called to start pulling from these bad. So I do a combination of things. I know you're probably like, what is this mess of cards? So let's back up. Let me show you. Hold on before you start flipping out. This is my lovely box of cards, right? We got all kinds of stuff in here, right? There's weight cards. We have the Beltane Witch deck, which we are going to talk about too, right? People be like, are you a witch? How are you a minister? And you do tarot. I have gratitude cards that I incorporate. These cards that you saw in numerology, I use playing cards. That's very common also. I just found out, I was like, well, I'm late. And then the filled deck is a really popular one that I like to use. So, anyways, I have them all separated. I shuffled, I prayed, ask for the divine to tap in. And that's what I wanted y'all to know. First of all, tarot, right, is only going to be bad if you think it's going to be bad, right? If you're scared, right? I always take off my glasses so I'm not like looking at myself. So if you're like, right, questioning like what the intentions are, if it's demonic, all of that, well, it probably is, right? If that's what you think, because we are our thoughts. And then two, um, I tell people, right? I'm kind of like what I like to call people like the introduction to tarot. Is tarot new for me? No. Am I as good as good? Let's ixnay that. Am I as like I say into maybe even? Let's go there, right? Do I love tarot? Yes, but I love God, Jesus, the Bible, all of that. A little bit more. So no hate, no shade. I just am not your typical minister, the Christian minister, right? The interfaith minister. Grew up Baha'i, grew up the Persian religion. Some call it a cult, some don't. It's also the fastest growing religion, I think, outside of Christianity. Um, Funny story in middle school, I went to Catholic school. In Catholic school, a lot of black Catholic schools in Oakland, which is pretty dope too. But our mamas was working, right? Our daddies. Anyways, jokes aside, let's go head first. Let me pause. I'll tell you the funny story, and we're starting out with a nine, right? So this was a transformative story for me. I want you to think about what transformed for you in this moment when you're thinking of your childhood, right? We're gonna do a lot of inner child healing. That's what I've been working on for a long time, and I think I'm done saying I'm trying to find my inner child. I have found her. I have found him, right? He likes pink vapes. Oops. So the story, go back, ADHD. This is gonna be fun. I have not had my medication in 3 months due to identity theft, which you've probably seen a little bit on my page. And so, anyways, in school, world religions, Catholic schools is pretty cool, right? They would be like, you can be gay, but you can't act on it. I mean, there were priests and regular teachers. They were like Oakland natives, dope ass people. Um, all the memories are coming back. Even like your teacher crush that you had that was inappropriate, that had a crush on you back. Inappropriate. This is high school. That was high school. Anyways, middle school, she was naming all the religions, right? She's Jewish, Islam, right? And she's like, does anybody know who Zoroaster is? She's reading through this list of prophets, essentially. I don't know if you guys have ever seen it. There is a list of the order of prophets. Baha'is have themselves listed as the most recent after Islam. And I have some amazing Baha'i like family community, like still healing my trauma from the whole divorce aspect of that all, right? But nothing against the religion itself, which is why I identify as interfaith. So, um, anyways, I think what's interesting is they got to the Baha'i faith and they're like, does anyone know this religion? And I'm all sitting there daydreaming, ADHD. I'm all, and the teacher, black lady, Miss Northcroft, who I have had on Facebook before it got hacked. So, what's your transformation that happened right in middle school? Is the question. So, I was the only one I answered. She said, "How do you know that?" I said, "Oh, my dad's bi." And she's like, can you explain what it is?" I was like, "Oh, it's a Persian religion that believes in the oneness of God." And she's like, and I think it's pretty cool. I did like a dance group, dance unity worship group with that. A lot of step dancing, acting. That was really like my theater side that I was really like disconnected with. So that's a part of my inner child I tap into this year, which I do in many other ways, like singing and poetry. I want to get like a skateboard again, right? Where were you in middle school, right? And where are you today? So, um, I think I knew I was king, right? Remember, I tell people I'm the intro to tarot. I'm gonna teach you some things too, right? Tarot should feel good, right? I'm not saying I'm always gonna kiss your ass, no. But for me, right, I learned in practitioner school um, a lot of education was really important to my family. It's very interesting. Anyways, so oh, I almost pulled. Oh, I'm feeling called to pull a deck card from the field deck. So interesting. Ooh, I guess I'm legally blind. So I'm gonna be like, what is this? Especially since I took off my giant specs. Sometimes it's just too much. So we have the Harmony card, which is giving what the Ten of Cups, bitch. Ooh, when I tell you, honey, the gifts. I call them the gifts, right? The cups should be running over this year. The Ten of Cups. Ooh, I can feel it even right now in my spirit as I'm doing it. Shout out to anybody checking this out, by the way, if having fun with the numerology, it's conscious living 2-4 is my brand, right? So, did you remember that transformative moment in middle school? What was it? It doesn't have to be religion; it could be anything, right? Could have even been. Well, I was about to say something so inappropriate because I had a flashback of this girl who was doing things in the bathroom. Man, I didn't even judge her in middle school. Now that I think about it, I used to be like, whatever, girl. I think I had her on Facebook too, randomly, but meta, that's a whole other conversation. I want y'all to know you got to be careful, right? I used to work for MySpace. Now let's go from here. There's some important cards in here. I used to work for MySpace, right? During that time, now this is funny. This is the card right here. This is the, whoop, again, 10 of Wands. They're popping out with the 10. What was going on with you at 10 years old? What was going on with me? Something was. I'm gonna keep this one fairly short, like 11 minutes, 11 seconds for today, because I would like to really get my Calendly up, because I'm offering free readings all month, right? Because March, oh, again, I'm gonna tell you about the social media meta thing, but I want to reel it back. This time I am paying attention. Um, so yeah, excited. I see something popping up here. I think I should put on my vision and see. Oh, look at that. We've got some guests. So what's up, y'all? Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm excited to connect with y'all again. I'm Rev PJ, Coach PJ, Pierre Jessica. I'm non-binary. I use all the pronouns, but they I'm still getting, adjusted to. Anyways, I identify as a stud. Y'all, that makes more sense, right? Cool, cool, cool. Shout out to all y'all joining, and I'm excited you guys check out my old channel, Conscious Living 24, right? And I still want to ask, in middle school, were you a king or were you a queen? Were you divine masculine? Well, hey there, who's this? I want to see what it is. My little blind ass can't. Oh, my little blind ass can't see. Hold on, can we make it bigger? Can we? Whoa, no. Okay, that's why people be high and they be like, hello. Yo, I'm gonna be very, very silly on here. So, anyways, right now I'm not on the skill set to be typing, but super excited to have just even one person saying what's good. So, hi back to you. And yeah, also I want y'all to drop in the comments like spiritual stuff, clarity, right? And spiritual stuff is everything, right? So I have this concept, it's called the wheel of life, right? And for me, it's like how do you balance your life? So me non-binary means what? I don't live in the binary, which is a straight line, right? Right? Or a degree, or a length, or let's call it a temperature. It could be so many things, right? And so me identifying non-binary, which is NB, non-binary, right? Stud. That's all it is, honey. Stud, non-binary, right? No gender, both genders. Some days I could wake up in the divine masculine, I won't say completely, but also in the divine feminine, probably not completely, but But yeah, that's what I love. There's this thing called the transgender umbrella. Ooh, I'm over here doing the LGBT alphabet class right now. Also, let's get another card. I'm feeling like we need to read one of these gratitude cards. So I do tarot in my own beautiful way because I'm the interfaith minister. I'm not your typical minister, right? I'm not your typical gender, right? Nothing is typical about me you or you. Did you catch that? Pause. I could feel somebody being like, "Ooh, yes, you." Right? That's how cool you are, right? I am connected to all life. All of life blesses me with its connection, even as I am able to value the beauty of a crystal, the radiance of a lily, the delicacy of a fern. So too am I beautiful and to be valued? That is absolutely for you. This card, you see this? Oh, snap. It says, I am one with all, right? You know who all is, right? There's a beautiful song. It goes like by Ricky Byers Beckwith. And I guess I should share. I'm pretty sure y'all have gotten the Wheel of Consciousness, right? Is brought to you by Clarity Christianity, right? There's a couple others: connection, chanting, calmness, all of the C words, baby. No, I'm not a crip, I swear. Somebody's gonna fucking be mad about that, but I just really like red. I mean, y'all know about chakras, right? Maybe Crips, maybe the Crips and the Bloods and all of that. Maybe they were into some chakra shit. I'm gonna tell you, I'm from the town. I'm from Oakland, so we're gonna have some real ass conversations, right? Um, and I'm doing 5 cards. That's it today. We already passed 11:50, so I have all kinds of videos that I'm making. Check out my old page, Conscious Living 24. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Somebody over here feels like they was a goddess, but reversed. Reversed? What? What are you? Why are you looking at yourself all weird? When's the last time you looked in the mirror, like at your body, clothes or no clothes, and said something positive? How about that? I think I did an exercise in one of my many personal development seminars. Shout out to all the just the seekers. It's called the light workers, the seekers. It says, make sure to feel it in your bones, for you are what you believe. Number 14. Number 1 4, that's me. 5 cards, right? 5 is my life path number. If you don't know your life path number, please email me so we can talk about it. I do 15-minute clarity calls, which are available literally all throughout the week. That's what I'm finishing right now. Is my lovely Calendly, but ADHD is real, and I was like, I'm gonna start going live. So, anyways, y'all, remember, you are. I absolutely love how these cards panned out. Do you guys see this? You are divine masculine, right? The king, but also divine feminine, right? Just like me, right? Right? Y'all ready for Pride season coming up? Y'all over Pride? I know it's like a gang of people who drop. What Pride do you go to, right? I've been to. Oh, this is fun because daylight savings is coming, and so we got Long Beach Pride. I'm not even gonna get into my tea. I'll just make a whole video about all the prides. How about that? But if y'all want it. Um, San Francisco Pride, the best Pride, the free Pride, the lit Pride. Oh my God, all over it. Like San Francisco is the Pride. It's like over 1 million people there. New York Pride. I had big feelings about that when I went. It was a lot of police, and and then the after part at the ferry. I'm like, or what is it called? The I don't think it was called the ferry. Y'all gonna be mad about that. It's been a couple of years. Um, what is it that everybody hangs out at? The water down there in New York. Showing my age. Shout out to the Millennials. And I've been to, oh my gosh, Hollywood, LA, like Oakland, right? Oakland has its own pride. Shaka Khan opened, I think, first year, incredible. And then she performed at my church as well, like Agape International. I'm like, look at me, just and I was standing in front of Shaka Khan like this, literally at Pride, and people were like just high as fuck, like not even paying attention. And I was like, I'm high as fuck, and this is Shaka Khan, baby. So I am every woman, yes, the divine masculine, y'all always representing what the Christ consciousness, clarity, all of the things, calming, boom, connection, right? And claiming healing, right, from things that have happened with my identity stolen and assaults, and I know we're keeping it positive though. So remember, you're divine masculine, divine feminine. I did not show you that one card, but I do want to go back to it for 2 seconds. Ten of Cups, right? What gifts are you accepting? Is your cup filled over? There's something about lilies, flowers, pink flowers. Look, literally in the middle. I've seen those all day today. But this one right here, this Ten of Wands, right? This was me at MySpace. Remember I said I was going to come back to it? Me at MySpace, right? Sneaking in somebody's account on the back end to find out if they were cheating, and boom, so not only did I lose my job, technically it's because we were going out of business because of Facebook. They had launched the whole college. You didn't need to have a college email anymore. And then boom, Tom spoke too soon. He literally was like, Facebook will never beat us. And like I'm sitting there eating like this amazing meal that they had like catered once a week in the office. Work for the criminal justice department, gang, way too much disturbing stuff going on the internet. And anyways, just crazy. I told him myself because I was so scared I was gonna get caught. This was like my first like job after college, and my bachelor's in criminal justice. Thank God I didn't become a cop. Sorry if I just lost some people here. But there are good cops. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for the good cops that helped me when I was in jail. So I will restate that. There's some healing though we need here. Anyways, so yes, look at that. They're pushing through. This was me in college. Push through only, right? To be standing like this. Literally, what is this? The seven of wands, one, two, three, four. Sometimes I'll be like, what? That's nine. My crazy ass. Nine of wands, right? Again, it was a transformation, right? That relationship ended, right? Um, and I told on myself. I was walked out 2 days later. My lovely job, corporate job. Luckily, I had a second job working at a call center for Smartford too. So yeah. I've done all the things, all the things. Again, we're still hitting with this nine here, and then remember, all in all, the song Ricky Byers. Oh, and what I wanted to say about Facebook, Meta, all of that, right? Someone in my family worked for Facebook chief security, so boom, it's not that shocking why I'm blocked out of all those accounts, whatever. So I'm moving to TikTok, I'm moving to Twitter and YouTube, like officially committing because I've always been kind of in and out. Conscious Living 24 is my old page, right? So, anyways, y'all, run it up, blow it up, be like, yo, Chris Brown's little siblings, right? No gender is on YouTube. Go check them out. Some fucking stupid light skin shit to say. I'm dead. The whole thing. I'm dead. Now you're like, where are they from? New York? Hoo-hoo. I did live there one time. But anyways, y'all, that's it. Remember, peace, love, blessings, consciousness. Please blow up the Conscious Living podcast. And then also, please like, subscribe, but most importantly, share with a friend, stay conscious, and book the free love offerings that I have right now, y'all. Like, I just cashed in on 3 long months of waiting. Look at that. Number three is important. 3 long months. Remember, there's 3 days after the full moon today. Well, 3 days from today and on. For the energy to release is high vibes. So, anyways, thank you for chilling with me. You're dope for that. So, I just got respect for the community. That's what this is all about. And yeah, the last thing there was, oh, the love offerings, right? So, free tarot, whether it's video chat or whether it's a recording, right? I can send you a recording. We can meet face to face, but this depends on the schedule availability if it works out, right? It's called being an entrepreneur. So I am navigating some legal things. If you're looking at my page, right? It's not all peachy. It's all strawberry, and that's all good. So I'm gonna go be the divine goddess feminine and get some work done. And they say like. Work on what? Yourself, right? Like you would in any other job, any other relationship. Like, I mean, I learned during this journey even more than your damn mama. And I know that's a tough one to say because we all want to, right? Buy our mom the house, buy our mom this, mama, right? Or maybe it's your dad, right? Um, and I think like going through power of attorney, I can say that scenario with people in my family. Everybody knows this is my mom, right? There's butterflies, boom, 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 right? Um, my mom has butterflies all over the house, everywhere. And every year, this is funny actually, and then I'm gonna wrap y'all. So every year I would ask my dad, could you buy my mom a birthday gift, Christmas gift? He would be like, yeah, cool, whatever. I mean, he's a sucker, but we'll talk about that later. He's Aquarius sun, and I know somebody's dad is coming up right now. Aquarius sun, he's a Scorpio stellium. I think at a Scorpio moon. He's just, oof. Anyways, God bless him and his wife. Stepmom, whoop, somebody's stepmom done said something or gonna say something. Don't even pay no attention. Be like, I am transforming into the king or queen that I am, baby. Don't forget to do your affirmations, y'all. They really do make a difference. I've been doing them for 20 years. Actually, probably since childhood. No shade. Destiny's Child, right? Is can you pay my bills, honey? Or I'm a survivor, right? But here it is, y'all, wrapping it up for real this time. Reiki, tarot, right? Have the affirmations book. I'm literally giving away just for the next 33 days for the Jesus number, right? It's affirmations for millennials. I believe I already have it on Amazon, but I'm gonna be kind of like rebranding everything, right? Because it's now Conscious Living 247. 365, baby. Don't you forget it, y'all. We're living consciously. I will be teaching you about that conscious will of life very soon. But y'all, God bless. Let's say today's scripture for you to look up. Yes, your boy is a reverend. Is one that this guy told me about. God, that was a beautiful moment. I was like so mentally unwell, right? Didn't have my medication for 3 months. It wasn't just ADHD medication. That is a part of my story. Yes, someone took my medication, took access from it. We're in the process of hitting this hospital where it hurts. So stay tuned. But yes, and there's one other thing. Oh, so Reiki, right? There's all the spiritual like woo woo stuff that says no, I am not a witch. Hello. Hello. God was not a witch. Jesus was not a witch. Jesus did Reiki, baby, laid hands on him, right? With leprosy. Anyway, so the scripture, we gotta keep it simple. I want y'all to read, not like if you can read or listen to like a little comic on the book of Deuteronomy. Very interesting. I couldn't even remember what Deuteronomy was about, but the topic absolutely relates to you. So, y'all, I'm Rev PJ, Pierre, Jessica, yeah, y'all, please share this with a friend. Remember, hit up the calendar. The link will be up in the morning. Schedule your free Reiki, your free reading, right? Your one-on-one online personal training session. Like, let's get it, y'all. I've been a personal trainer for over a decade now. Like, this is me off, off, off the grid, baby, for a year fighting the system. So I'll let your boy out. One love, blessings, love, and light. And remember, God loves you. Stay conscious. Now let's see if my blind ass can actually end this shit. There it is. Boom.